Most people spend their entire lives trying to solve a simple equation. They believe that success equals addition. If you want a better life, you think you must add more. You try to build more habits. You chase more money. You download more apps and fill every second of your day with more productivity. You are trying to climb a mountain by putting more rocks in your backpack. But let me ask you a question that the modern world is too scared to answer. If you have more information, more tools, and more comfort than any generation in history, why do you feel heavier than ever? There is a flaw in your code. You are drowning, not because you don't have enough, but because you are carrying too much. If you are ready to stop adding to the noise and finally master your reality, subscribe now. Join the few who seek the truth rather than the trend. The samurai and the Zen Masters of ancient Japan understood a secret that we have deleted. They knew that true power does not come from hoarding, it comes from releasing. The Japanese call this Tebanasu, to let go from your hands. You cannot pick up the sword if your hands are full. Here is how to let go. 1. The overfilled schedule. There is a rule in Japanese art called yohaku. It refers to the empty white space in a painting. To a master artist, the empty space is just as important as the ink. If you cover every inch of the canvas, you don't have art, you have a mess, you have noise. Now look at your life. Your schedule is the ruined painting. Your calendar is a brick wall. Every hour is blocked off. Every minute is sold to a task, a meeting, or a call. You stuff the gaps with podcasts. You fill the silence with your phone. You treat a quiet moment like an enemy that must be destroyed. You wear this exhaustion like a trophy. You tell people, I am so busy, because you think being busy makes you successful. But here's the hard truth. Motion is not progress. You are running on a treadmill. You're sweating. You're working hard, but you're not moving forward. You're just burning out. You have lost the ability to think because you never give yourself room to breathe. You're terrified that if you step off the machine, you'll fall behind. Deep down, you do this on purpose. You are afraid of the yohaku. You are terrified of the empty space. You know that if you sat in a room with no phone and no plan for just 1 hour, the silence would be too loud. You would have to actually face your own thoughts. You must stop choking your own soul. Leave the canvas blank. Block out 1 hour of pure white space in your day. Not for work, not for planning, for nothing. Defend that space with your life. Do not fill the void. Sit in it. It is only in the silence that your power returns. 2. The endless scrolling. The samurai lived by a state of mind called zanshin. It translates to remaining mind. It is the ability to stay fully awake. Even after the battle ended, the samurai never dropped his guard. He remained fully present. He remained right here. You have lost this. Your mind has been broken by the screen in your hand. You are never actually present. You feel a vibration in your pocket and your pulse speeds up. You see a red dot on an app, and your hand moves before your brain even tells it to. You are like a dog trained by a bell. You lie in bed at night, scrolling through videos of people you don't know, laughing at jokes you won't remember 10 minutes from now. Your thumb moves miles, but you go nowhere. You watch other people live their lives while yours ticks away in the dark. You try to stop. You tell yourself, just 1 more minute, but you can't. Willpower is not enough against a machine designed to addict you. You cannot fight a supercomputer with just your good intentions.
3. The cluttered kitchen. Visit the home of a true master. It does not matter if he is a swordsman, a calligrapher, or a chef. You will notice the same thing: silence. You will not see clutter. You will see space. A master chef does not need 40 cheap gadgets to cook a meal. He needs 1 sharp knife and 1 good pan. He relies on his skill, not his tools. You are different. You are drowning in tools you do not know how to use. Open your drawers. You see 10 knives and all of them are dull. You see gadgets you bought 5 years ago and never touched. You see plastic trash you are too afraid to throw away. You whisper the lie that keeps you weak. I might need this someday. But this is not preparation. This is fear. You are holding on to garbage because you do not trust yourself to handle the future. You do not realize the price you pay for this mess. Every useless object in that room is a vampire. It sucks a micro drop of your energy every time your eye scans over it. It creates a static hum of anxiety that never stops. You are tired before you even begin to cook. The Japanese aesthetic of kanso teaches that beauty is found in the removal of the unnecessary. When you have fewer choices, you have more power. Purge the drawers, dump them on the floor, be ruthless. If you have not used it in a year, it is not a tool, it is an anchor. Cut the rope. Keep only what is essential. When your environment is clean, the noise stops. Your actions become like a dance, smooth, deliberate, and joyful.
4. The hoarding of knowledge. There is a specific form of cowardice that looks exactly like work. It is called learning. You believe that reading another book will save you. Look at your shelf. It is groaning under the weight of wisdom you have bought but never used. Look at your computer. You have a watch later list filled with tutorials you will never watch. You hoard information like a dragon hoards gold, and every time you consume a new fact, you feel a rush. You feel productive, but you are not changing. You are just entertained. The ancient Japanese understood a brutal truth called Chiko Goitsu. They believed that knowledge and action are not two separate things. They are one. If you have learned something but you have not acted on it, you do not actually know it. You have only heard a rumor about it. To know and not to do is not to know. Stop the intake. You already know enough to become the man you want to be. You do not need more instructions. You need more sweat. Do not read another page until you have acted on the last one. The samurai does not learn sword fighting from a scroll. He learns it by swinging the blade. Close the book. Pick up the sword. 5. The heavy baggage. There is an old saying on the Tokaido Road. The more you carry, the shorter your journey. When a man travels with heavy chests strapped to his back, he does not look at the horizon. He looks only at the mud at his feet. He does not want to conquer, he only wants to rest. You are this traveler. Look at your dwelling. It is filled with objects that have no life. Clothes you do not wear, scrolls you do not read, tools you do not use. You believe these things make you rich, but to the warrior they are shackles. You are not the master of these objects, you are their servant. You must clean them, you must guard them, you must carry them. They steal your freedom. A man who is tied to his things cannot walk the path of the Ronin. He cannot move when the wind changes. He is stuck. The samurai knew that power lies in mobility. He walked the earth with nothing but steel at his hip and cloth on his back. He was dangerous because he was light. He owned nothing, yet he possessed the world. Cut the ropes. If an object does not aid your survival or sharpen your spirit, it is a stone in your pack. Leave it by the side of the road. When you strip away the weight, you will remember what it feels like to fly.
6. The theft of the morning. In the ancient night, the deep night belongs to the spirits. It does not belong to men. Yet you try to live there. You sit in the dark, staring at the fake light in your hand. You watch videos you don't care about. You listen to noise just to avoid the silence. You tell yourself, I am just relaxing. You tell yourself you are stealing a little bit of freedom from the day. You are wrong. You are not stealing from the world. You are stealing from yourself. You are trading the gold of the morning for the dust of the night. When you wake up, you are heavy.
Your mind is slow. Your blade is dull. You are defeated before you even step out of bed. The samurai knew that victory happens at sunrise. They rose before the sun came up. They understood that the energy of the morning is pure, it is clean. The night is for hiding, the morning is for conquering. Leave the darkness to the ghosts, go to sleep, wake up before the rest of the world stirs. 7. The fatigue of choice. You wake up and the war begins immediately. You stand in front of your closet. You look at 10 different shirts. You ask, what should I wear? Does this match? It seems small, but it is a wound. Every decision you make costs you a coin of energy. When you waste your coins on small things like clothes or breakfast, you have nothing left for the battle. You are bleeding out before the day has even started. The monk wears the robe. The samurai wears the armor. They do not waste a single second wondering what to put on. They have eliminated the choice. They save their mind for the things that determine life and death. You must simplify your uniform. Remove the choices. Do not spend your power on things that do not matter. Save your strength for the fight. 8. The poison of comparison. There is a Zen phrase, taru wo shiu. It means to know what is enough. But you do not know what is enough, you only know what is more. You open your phone and you look at other men. You see their money, their travel, their happiness. Comparison is the fastest way to misery. You look at another man's harvest and you despise your own seeds. You forget that he has been planting for 10 years and you have only just begun. Shift your gaze. Stop looking at what you lack. Look at what you hold in your hands. When you appreciate the boots on your feet, you stop envying the man in the carriage. You have breath. You have a path. You have enough. Know it. 9. The company of ghosts. Emotions are like a disease. They spread from person to person. If you stand next to a man who is sick, you will get sick. If you stand next to a man who complains, who sees only darkness, and who has no honor, you will become him. You think you are strong enough to resist them. You are not. You cannot warm others if your own fire is put out by their dampness. A warrior does not set up camp in a swamp. He finds high ground. You must be ruthless. Look at the people around you. Do they feed your spirit or do they drain it? Create distance from the ghosts who want to drag you down. Protect your flame. This is not cruelty. It is survival. 10. The hollow of yes. You say yes to everything. You go to the party you don't like. You do the favor you don't want to do. You accept the invite. You think you are being kind. You are actually being a coward. You are afraid that if you say no, people will not like you. So you give pieces of your life away to strangers until there is nothing left for your own mission. An army that tries to defend every border defends nothing. Learn the power of the sword stroke, no. If your heart is not in it, do not offer your hand. Your time is your lifeblood. Do not let others drink it. Respect your own time, and the world will respect it too. 11. The Museum of the Past. You are living in a graveyard. Look at your boxes. Old tickets, old letters from ex-lovers, gifts you never liked but kept out of guilt. You are the curator of a museum of your past self. You fear that if you throw the object away, the memory disappears. This is a lie. The memory lives in your blood, not in the cardboard box. The ancient masters taught that attachment is the root of suffering. You cannot catch the future if your hands are full of the past. Let the dead bury the dead. If it belongs to a version of you that no longer exists, burn it or throw it away. Clear the space. Make room for who you are becoming. 12. The curse of the tongue. The Japanese believe in kotodama, the spirit of words. They believed that what you speak becomes real. Listen to yourself. When you say, I am tired, your body becomes heavy. When you say, I am broke, your mind stops looking for wealth. When you say, I cannot, you build a wall in front of your own path. You are casting a spell on your own life. You are commanding the universe to keep you small. The traitor is in your own mouth. Watch your tongue. Never speak against yourself. Never say words that you do not want to become true. Speak as though your words create reality, because they do. Letting go is the hardest thing a human being can do. Our instinct is to grab, to hoard, and to hold on tight. But this instinct is wrong. The samurai understood that a warrior who holds on to everything loses everything. If your hands are full of the past, you cannot fight for your future. If your mind is full of noise, you cannot hear the truth. We suffer not because we have too little, but because we carry too much. Open your hands. In 2026, do not try to add to your life. Subtract from it. Cut the dead weight. Drop the heavy bags. When you finally stop fighting to hold it all together, you will realize something powerful. You do not need to add wings to fly. You just need to cut the anchors. If you are ready to cut those anchors, like this video. It is not just a click, it is a vow that you are done with the weight. If you want to master your mind while others are losing theirs, subscribe to the Kaizen Code. Join the few who seek the truth. Now make your contract. Do not just leave, go to the comments below and declare what you are leaving behind. Pick one thing from this list and write it in the comments section.